Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome into Whispers from the Hidden Realms. Sarah and Grimly here. We're excited to have you here today. Today is the second day after the Lunar New Year, so we're excited to see what message we have for you today. Grimly and I were called to share a reading with you today from the Inner Self Oracle deck, as well as we have 3 charms that we're going to be sharing with you today. So the first one is the Ankh. Okay. The next one is love. And last but not least is the crown. So we'll get into what those mean here in just a moment, but I will go ahead and get Grimly set over here aside so he can help support us in the background. And let's see what message is coming forward for us today. So again, we are using the Higher Self Oracle first. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. And as I'm shuffling the cards, please remember that this message is for the collective. So please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Don't try to force this message to fit into your life if it doesn't. And if you like our content and want to stay up to date with our latest releases, please feel free to like and subscribe below so that way you can get notifications when we release new information. All right, so we have one card that came forward for us today, but before we dive into the card, let's talk a little bit more about the charms that came forward and what they mean. So the very first one again is the Ankh, okay? So when you look at the Ankh, it is about grounding and peace and ancestry. That's at least what my takeaway is from it. Your definition may be a little bit different, so I apologize. I don't have the actual full symbolic details about it right now. But the reason why this is coming forward in your life today is because I feel like for some of you, you actually need to ground yourself. You need to not just ground yourself, but maybe even use this little hole right here as a magnifying glass to tap into information or details of your life that need to be looked at in a very up close detailed kind of way, so that way it can be cleared out and you can move forward on your journey in life, but do so in a peaceful manner, in a way that you feel grounded and connected with yourself. So that is why the Ankh is coming forward. And then in addition to that, not only with coming with peace to yourself, but you also need to have love in your life. And when I say love in your life, that doesn't mean external love. That also means love with yourself, right? What does love mean to you? Are you giving yourself enough self-love? Meaning, are you speaking kindly to yourself? When you're dealing with struggles, are you giving yourself an olive branch and giving yourself a break? Or are you very critical and harsh and cruel in the language that you use with yourself when things don't work out the way that you would like for them to work out? So when you find love within yourself, that is when you can find love externally as well. So I feel like maybe some of you need to redefine or maybe even define what love is in your life and what it means to you, because love definitely has a lot of different meanings that come forward with it. And then last but not least is the crown. And the crown is very significant because I feel that you're supposed to be a leader in your reality. All right, you're not supposed to be answering to anyone or being bossed around by anyone. I feel like you are actually supposed to take the leadership role, take the reins and control your environment. But when you are not grounded and you don't have self-love, a lot of times when you try to take a leadership role like that and rule your reality, sometimes you're doing it out of the air of anger or, well, sorry, not anger. Anger's not the right word. I apologize. Out of angst. That's the word I'm looking for. Out of angst or aggression or just do it my way because I tell you to do it so. Remember, you get the right responses if you're a lot nicer than if you are a dictator. So just keep that in mind. And I feel like that's for some of you, not for all of you. But in addition to that, and what I find very coincidental, is the card that came forward today is love as well. So we're getting double the love. Let me actually hold this card up here a little bit longer. I apologize. So we're getting double the love, which means that for some of you, I feel like you are looking for external love. For others of you, I feel like you are trying to figure out your internal love. And for others of you, I feel like this is love for life in general, for your career, for your passions. So love, again, presents itself in many different forms. And so I feel that love, this particular love that's coming forward, is saying that you are going to be very successful in finally defining what love is for you, how that looks in your life, whether it be a new relationship, whether it be a current relationship that reignites the spark because maybe the spark went out. It could be finding love for your career, could be finding self-love. Whatever this looks like for you, I feel that it is going to be very successful. You are going to feel at peace, and you are definitely going to understand and embrace love all around you. And when you do that, you're going to be able to put that crown back on your head and be able to be the leader that you truly want to be. I feel like for those of you who are in a leadership role and you may come across as very, very harsh, I don't think that's what your intention is. But remember, we're not responsible for how other people take our messages, but we do have the responsibility of making sure that we're delivering them in a loving, from the heart, grounded way, okay? Because it is all about how it is perceived on the other end. And I know, again, we're not in control of exactly how that lands, but we are responsible for how we initiate that communication, okay? So that is the reading for today. I paused for a moment because I wanted to make sure nothing else was coming forward on that. And nothing else did come forward as of yet. So again, we thank you for being here at Whispers from the Hidden Realm. We do hope that this resonated with you. If you are interested in actually doing more of a deep dive and want to find out what this really looks like in your reality, please remember that we are offering a reading opportunity right now, a one-on-one private reading where you get 1 hour with Grimly and I, where we'll deep dive into using all the different tools, whether it be the charms, the crystals, the pendulum board, whatever it is that we use in your reading. You will then get a picture of, so that way you can look back on it and see if it speaks to you more. And in addition to that, you get a 1 hour follow-up question and answer session with Grimly and I in regards to the reading that you had. But you do have to schedule that within 30 days from the original reading in order for it to be covered in this special. And you get all of this for the grand price of $80. But please remember, this is a limited sale. This is going on until February 28th. So we look forward to seeing you. We would love to connect with you if you are interested in having that one-on-one reading with us, either for Valentine's or even after Valentine's. Please feel free to reach out to us by sending us an email at the email linked in the description box below or up in our bio. But until then, until we see you next time, please take care of yourselves. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Bye.